Hey guys, Underground Geek here. So there's some stuff I want to talk about. Some things were brought to my attention by a friend of mine on Twitter, Polo Darkwater. Hey guy, what's up? What up? And he basically takes a picture of a Netflix movie and says, "How is no one talking about this?" And it says, "She Makes Comics" is the name of the movie. And I was like, that sounds like a SJW film just waiting to happen. Because why didn't they just put they make comics, or DC makes comics, or Marvel makes comics, or people make comics? Why does it have to be she makes comics? And so I knew what they were going for instantly. But so here is the trailer. And on this website, they have 17,000 views. And they have, they have 832,000 subscribers. So if that lets you know what's going on here, then yep, it's one of those. And so let's watch the trailer here. I'm going to turn it up where you can hear it. But let's watch the trailer here and see what they're saying. That's a little loud.
People are aware that there are women in comics, and there are more and more women in comics, but there have always been women in comics.
Okay, so it's starting out pretty good. I agree with that. There's always been women in comics, and people don't know. And I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be one of those.
There have been women in comics for decades.
During the 1950s and 1960s, the readership of comics was split 55.
That is a funny picture right there. She's like eating a muffin or a cupcake and reading a comic. That's hilarious.
Percent female and 45% male.
Our house was like a bedroom, and then the rest of the house was comics.
The more superheroes took
Sounds
hold,
fun.
the less anything else got any priority.
So we sat down and we talked quite a bit about how we wanted to form a
Oh, that's rough right there. That's a different kind of comic. That's not like, that's a whole different thing. And it says, okay, these are badly drawn people. It says, "We shall overcome." And then it's got a person with a baseball bat. Is that you, Mags? Is that you in the background with your baseball bat? And where are these two people kissing? These people are... Oh, okay. These are women kissing. Oh, this is not looking good.
comic. Nobody had done women's bodies from a woman's point of view. The potential was there that comics could do anything.
Wait a second. Let's go back. Let's go back to that
From a
picture.
woman's point of view. The potential.
Okay. I just spotted something. Do you see what they're holding? Oh. Yeah. That should have had some kind of higher rating, like a R or something. Wow.
We decided to get even with men.
Oh, you said what? Let's go back to that. You wanted to do what to men?
Get even with men.
Oh. Get even with men. Oh, so this is where that's going.
You're entering a golden age of breaking into comics if you're female.
And there are more women in comics than ever, and that's really exciting to see.
If it's exciting to see, why do you look like that somebody just gave you like an entire volume? Like, let's go back. Why do you look like you have a morphine drip right now? Have more emotion on your face.
Female.
And there are more women in comics than ever, and that's really exciting to see.
It's so exciting. Pretty Deadly. Oh, I'm glad she wrote Pretty Deadly on that book, because, that's overcoming all obstacles right there.
Progressive material always.
Write stories for people. And if you have more women involved, you're probably going to have more women reading.
Okay, so she said write more comics for people. People. Who's the people we're talking about? Because people would suggest male and female, not just female. This is very confusing.
Female fandom has exploded. There is a community out there. Just go in, dive in, head first. It's going to be awesome.
So these are obviously some kind of like YouTube or Instagram models that are pretend geek people. She's got her little stuffed unicorn thing. Like, look at that woman right there. Does she look excited about comics? No. Look, she's like, how much y'all paying me? Get out that checkbook right now.
It's become more acceptable to be a woman and to go to a convention. I think the more women that come out and say, I'm interested in comics, and I'm not ashamed of that, the more women are like, oh, I'll take a look at this. And
Well, that's true with anything, though. I mean, women have always thought, well, most of women have always thought that comics were a childish thing and geeky and would make fun of men if they liked comic books until they actually found out what they were. That's just a general concept. That's not anything new.
give it a try.
Isn't this great? Oh my God. OMG, so random.
I'm an artist, and I don't do anything for anybody. It's me and the paper, and total honesty.
To bring all
You work for a company. You do what they tell you to do. They tell you to make comics, you make comics. I mean, sitting there saying, I don't do anything for anybody means you're unemployed. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
all of these women together, these smart,
Oh my God,
creative,
look at these
powerful-
comics. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm so excited about this comic. What am I reading? Is this like Spider-Boy or something? You know, that guy that swings and stuff? Oh my gosh.
They're these smart, creative, powerful women together.
I'm Emma, or what's her name? I'm Emma Frost, reading an Emma Frost comic. OMG, so random.
Telling their stories, telling the history of women in comics, stands as such an amazing example to women out there, to girls out there, that there are a
That's
lot
cute.
of women in this club, and that there's always room for more.
There's always room for more, guys. So there you go. That's what we're dealing with here. I got to say, up until about 10 seconds in, I was all on board for this. I thought, hey, this is fun. You know, this is going to get more women to read comics, and it's going to point out that women have always been in comics. And then you realize that this is just a chance for them to try to put themselves on some kind of special pedestal above men. And they even drew the girl doing the deal, like, what was her name? Betty or something like that, the one that had the rolled up sleeves with the muscle showing. This lady has no muscles and has the mental illness haircut. So you've totally defeated yourself. So then there was another video, if I can find it, where they had a premiere of it. I may have to go to my history to find it. But they had the premiere of the movie when it came out. Let me go back to my history here. I may have to go back to YouTube in general. Hey, that's my channel, by the way. Go watch that. All right, so let's go. Hey, so if you're not watching Society of Virtue on YouTube, you really need to watch it because it is freaking hilarious. They make fun of all the comic stuff that's going on and the different characters and the women situation with their uniforms and stuff. I mean, it is so funny. They make, instead of X-Men, they have R-Men. It's really funny. So, okay, here's the premiere. Let's go to the premiere. I may have to watch a stupid little advertisement. Hopefully I don't, though. Hopefully I can skip it.
Keep your music playing, even when you leave the app.
Anybody else hate these unskippable things? I try not to do that.
We are at the world premiere
Okay.
of She Makes Comics.
Yeah. Oh my God. Turn your volume down on your camera. Who is that?
I think that this
God,
movie
they sound
is
like a
incredibly
horde of
important
creatures.
Because there are so many women who are working in the industry, but I think it's almost been kind of brushed under the rug. Well, I think there are so many female comic
It's never
book
been
fans
brushed
out there.
under the
There are so many
rug, like-
creators, and they're not getting.
What are you talking about? They've always been brushed under the rug. I mean, I've never seen anybody say, I've been brushed under the rug until the last year or so. It has been a problem up until the last year. Where were they before?
Book fans out there. There are so many creators, and they're not getting their due.
We are just about to open.
They're not getting their due. They're getting a paycheck. Like, they go to cons. They have their own panel called Women of Comics. And they're getting a paycheck and they're not getting their due. Okay, so let's look at the premiere. Let's watch the premiere. I'll try not to stop it.
Open the doors to our Geek Girls Night and the She Makes Comics world premiere. We've got our first people in line right here who have been waiting in line for how long? Like 2 hours! So to people that don't...
So they've been waiting for 2 hours. And let's look at the people that are waiting. Mental illness haircut. Mental illness haircut. Very beta male. But she has skull on her dress. OMG, so random.
So to people that don't think that women are into comics,
They're all like, why are you filming me? I didn't wear makeup ever.
Get out of the 60s. Everybody assumes
Oh
that
gosh, so
comic
let's go
book
back to that.
Everybody assumes that comic book artists and all those kinds of people are all male, but there are so many female comic book artists, and like people should know that because they're awesome.
To focus on...
Who the crap was that?
Everybody assumes
So let's go back to what they're saying here.
they don't talk to women. Get out of the 60s. Everybody
Nobody's
assumes that comic
nobody's
book
saying
artists
that.
And all those kinds of people are all male, but there are so many female comic book artists, and like people should know that because they're awesome.
To focus on...
That is true. You know, people should know when there's female artists that are good. The problem is the good female artists are not getting any airtime, and only the artists that have been in the company for the last year and draw comic books like with a crayon are the only ones that are getting any airtime. So that's the problem.
The continual presence of women in one of the most popular...
Look at that. Look at that premiere. How many people do you think that is? That looks like, what, about 50 people at the most? Maybe 50. Some of those chairs are empty. So, and why is he wearing a beanie on the inside? But look, and who's that? Is that Gail Simone? Oh my gosh, is that Gail Simone? But anyway, yeah, that's not a huge premiere. You literally have like a business or something and you cleared it out and put chairs in.
cultural forms.
Oh my God. Comics scholar. You're literally like 27 years old, a strung out 27 years old, and you're a comics scholar. What?
In America is hugely important.
The fact is that women have always been involved in comics. You know, that's nothing new.
True. Fact.
But they're just now becoming more visible. And now we're going back into the history of comics and finding the stories of women who have been there since the very beginning.
I'm also really excited about the fact that they're focusing on female empowerment because I'm a female and I'm an artist and I feel like there's not enough of our voices being heard.
So, something that really gets on my nerves about female empowerment is, are you strong enough on your own, or are you too fragile and need protecting? Because you keep saying things like female empowerment. There's nothing called men empowerment. There's never been a thing called men empowerment. And men have always had problems with self-esteem and trying to overcome obstacles, and that's never been an issue for them. You know why? Because they get over it. So are you independent and don't need a man, or do you need protection and are fragile? Because female empowerment is an oxymoron. Are you powerful or are you not?
But I'm excited to see, a lot of the women that I really look up to and respect in the industry.
So let's check out the people that are at the premiere. Okay. Enough said.
Just talking about their career and their span in comics and why they love them.
I certainly hope, that we're able to educate, but I also hope that the film is able to inspire a lot of women.
So there was a lot of good points there, but they always end it with something twisted in the narrative at the end. I don't understand that. Like, women have always been in comics, yes, but only recently have they decided that they have to have a ton of attention. men are not going into the comics field saying, please, dear God, pay attention to me. They're just not. And the reason that they're not is because it doesn't matter. And by the way, hey, thanks guys for all the new subscribers. I've gained like 240 subscribers in like a month or so. So I really appreciate that. I've just ordered a new laptop. It's like a stream gaming laptop so that I can edit good videos. So hopefully that'll go good. And I want to give a shout out to a couple of guys. Let's see if I can find my mouse here. There's a couple of people that I want to talk about, and one of them's Captain Frugal, I Love Comics, Polo Darkwater, Tragon. A couple of those people, I really like their channels, and I think they're going to good places. I think it's a good idea to get a different narrative out there and talk about different things. But this whole myth about women just now getting into comics really needs to stop, because they keep talking about how women have always been in comics, but women are just now getting attention in comics. Which is it? Because if they're getting paid and they have a job, they're getting attention in comics. You don't have to be put on a pedestal to be able to do your job. Chuck Dixon does not go around saying, where's my pedestal? I need my pedestal. Scott Snyder does not go around saying, everybody pay attention to me. I'm a male in comics. Ethan Van Sciver does not go around going, do you know who I am? I'm Ethan Van Sciver. I mean, he literally says on his channel, on his YouTube channel, Comics Pro Secrets, I am your humble ink merchant. Humble, okay? The problem is you have this select few of women that don't really like comics up until the last year or so, and they need attention. They need everybody to pay attention to them. They need everybody to do, everybody to know what they're doing, everybody to love them, and this is not a real thing. They're making up situations, and it's getting to the point where it's just sad. You have that video, Girls Make Comics. I mean, it's just, I'm going to watch that video because I want to see how boring it is. I know Captain Cummins was talking about that it was just a complete bore, and from the trailer, it looks pretty boring. But we're going to find out. I want to see what's going on with this. But this looks like a total, like, nothing burger to me. I know of plenty of women that like comics. Now, is it as much as men? No, but that's because it's always been like that. There are a ton of women out there that laugh when I say that I like comics, okay? And that's not something new. That's the way it's always been. And so there are going to be women that like comics, and there's going to be men that don't like comics. But to sit there and say that, you know, women have always been in comics, but at the same time we need to empower women in comics is so stupid, because are you strong enough to stand on your own feet, or do you need constant affirmation? It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. I just wanted to show you these videos and kind of let you know what this is all about. I'm probably going to watch the whole video later. But anyway, I'm Underground Geek. Please hit the like button. Please hit the notifications button and subscribe. This is my channel, Underground Geek. It's not Underground Geek, whatever the other thing is, the business. But this is me, Underground Geek, with the underscore. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Underground Geek, out.